Hi, so my name is Arthur, and I'm writing a Shadowdark adventure. I'm just gonna do a quick flip through of my current draft. There is still some blanks places and things like that, so please bear with me. But I just wanna showcase and build some hype on my setting. And by the way, this was all written in LaTeX, so, because that is the tool that I know. So this is like the front reference tables. It's just like some villains, some key items, the dungeon, and some NPCs that have been kidnapped. Have the tables of content as usual. Then an introduction with credits, license, and whatnot. And this is some really cool art that I got from Felipe Faria. It's Molideus, the main demon of the adventure, fighting a group of adventurers. So the idea is that there is this keep trapped at the end of the keep. There is a monster, and there is a bunch of interconnected areas. Um, the players, they are the Grey Wyverns, mercenary company. So there is some things that you can get for some extra abilities. There is some pre-gen characters if you want, and then I have some factions. um, uh, Layout of the city, the main city hub that where you start the adventure. Some maps by Dyson's logo, NPCs, rumors and secrets, and there is this funny song that I wrote, and a farmer who swears that saw a demon dog, whereas in fact the demon dog is a Barghest, a goblin that transforms into a hellish hound. After that, we jump to the main adventure, the Blood Moon Keep itself. It has this pit that keeps opening if you insert some sort of magical key. And the villains, they have control of the ground level and the mausoleum and are trying to get to the bottom of the keep. So the kidnapped miners, some carousing that you can do after you rescue them, and finally the keep locations. The outer ward. So this is a map that I got from Fernando Salvaterra. I commissioned this map, and it's a isometric view of this Dyson logo map. Um, some more content, some public domain images, and some stock art. This is one of the villains, a werebat that goes by the name of the Maw. The mausoleum, another isometric map, some magic items, some really cool magic items that have a curse, and you can break this curse if you meet some things. Another villain, were hyena that goes by the name of Laughing. I really like some of these monikers rather than a real name. So you saw like the Maw, Laughing, there is Green Jaw, and some others. Emberhold, which is the furnace of the keep, and there is this underground river that tore the north wall over here and connected it to a cave system that was closed. So you have like Emberhold and the Behir lair, which I'll get that there in a second. The archives. This is probably the final isometric map where you can see that the last chamber opens up to the moon well. Some more monsters, the two villains. So the thing is, if you get to the archives, basically you made your you open up the way so the villains can get and try to ambush you and steal whatever you have, and finally try to open the last portal. The last portal is the moon well, where you have this very large room, and where you can fight Kumar, the rabbit one. He's a harbinger of Ramalat, but has been gone mad just because of ages in isolation. And then you have some other locations like the old mine, which connects back to the Behir lair in Emberhold, and some Behirs over here, and also the Three Sisters. So there is three buildings that surround the keep, and each one is the lair of one hag, and these hags have been in a cold war. So there is a bone cutter, which is in the barracks. There is bog dweller in the cellar, and the corpse stitcher in the tower. And last but not least, I just like have some minor quests. These are one pagers with some description and a map if you dare go into some other locations than the keep. So we have a Twigs farm if you plan to chase the demon dog. A Rusty Revenue, there is a silver mine that has been swarmed by um, rust monsters. Featherless Old Chapel, where there's this large use puppeteer. Hollowstone, the lair of orcs, goblinoids, and other monsters, and they are a menace to the region. Bandits Fall, a place hidden in a swamp where someone summoned a carrion fiend, and now people are disappearing. And Gryffindale, the capital, or at least the largest city in the region. I have this gauntlet, which is kind of like the setup for the adventure. The mercenary group was tasked with finding the source of immortality of a dragon, and they have to go through this area over here in this map and eventually get to the dragon's lair at the top right corner. But the thing is, the dragon is not immortal because of a magic item header. Can only be killed in an eclipse. So the idea of the gauntlet is when you discover this, you actually have to run for your life, and it's just like a massacre. The adventurers trying to escape the dragon, and the dragon trying to kill everyone apart. Then I have a bestiary. I reprinted some of the monsters from Shadowdark just for completeness. They are marked with like a skull whenever there is a reprint, and I made sure to change some of the flavor text. But yeah, you have the behears, the carrion fan. Yeah, so here's an example with a giant centipede. Cultists, the dragon, goblins, the hags, some random monsters like the Jaghawk. Whoops. And this is some art by Fernando Salvaterra. They use Puppeteer. Some people know this from Dungeons and Dragons with another name. Rats, giant snake, troglodytes, and were people. Like we have werebat, were dog, were hyena, jackal, werewolf. Finally, Kumar and a wraith. And close to the end of the book or the flip through, we have some maps. So a small hex map. Most of the action or the things that I wrote are located on the north region. Ground level, mausoleum, Behir Lair, archives, well, the mine, and the hags lairs, the barracks, the wine cellar, and the watchtower. And lastly, the reference table at the back is just like the treasure that you can find or the magic items that you can find in the adventure, and then a list of NPCs and some of the quests that they might give you. But yeah, that's it for the flip throw. I hope you enjoy and be as excited as I am, and hopefully I can get this to print on demand. Thank you. See you next time.